pot of spaghetti out of the refrigerator and using the really huge utensil, taking big scoops out of the pot onto your plate, where your dad said, "I think that's enough, Amber." That's my first memory of you.
Hello. It's ready. 534.6 pounds.
Ooh. So I have this weird thing where I have to mop with my pants off. If you're ready to bring me the coffee ice cream instantly. My mom's mental health has been like in the
Like, this is supposed to be Vlogmas, but I feel like it's like I have to prove everyone wrong, miss.
I am single. I, Amberlynn Reed, am not dating Emily. I am single. That's not a lie.
Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. So I was planning on my next upload, i.e. this, to be pertaining to like the Rachel video, but Amber had different plans for me and decided to go live today. I love that. So we're going to be reviewing the live stream, and normally I really struggle with like figuring out how I am supposed to be downloading these YouTube videos to react and edit them, blah blah blah. It is actually a lot more challenging than you would think. There are a lot of barriers in place to make this happen, even though it is literally transformative content. But I digress. Normally I screen record because I couldn't find a platform that would let me download the videos, but I've been really lucky and able to download the videos properly. So this video is a blind react. The other ones I usually have watched before or seen people talk about before. This one's a completely blind react, so I don't even know if anything notable happens in this live stream, but we're gonna discover that together. So let's get right into it.
There we go. Hi, babies. I said that because I see baby girl. How are you guys? Baby girl, I'm happy to see you. Hello, avocado. Oh my god. Okay, so everyone knows, like, I'm not like a Taylor Swift stan. Like, I have definitely hated on her in the past. She has a few good songs. Sorry, I have like, you know how it goes. Like, I like her song False God, Maroon. Those are like my two favorites. Or like something Midnight. I don't know. But I kind of like her new album, not gonna lie about it.
I'm not a Swiftie, nor do I dislike Taylor Swift. Like, I listen to a lot of her music actually, but this this stands out to me because the past few days, ever since Taylor has released that new album, I've been seeing on my YouTube recommended video after video after video of people saying that this is her worst album yet, or just saying, you know, she's lost her touch, or saying, is this what her music sounds like to non-fans? You know, something went wrong. All of her diehard fans are talking about how strange this album is, and there's like problematic elements to it. Again, I'm not super educated on it, but I find it funny that Amber goes out of her way to say, I'm not a Taylor Swift fan usually, but this album specifically I do vibe with. I do really like, because it reminds me of my own situation with the Conjuring movies. I have people in my life that love the Conjuring movies, and just, you know, acquaintances, like coworkers and such, that I've had conversations with about this, where they are a diehard fan of this franchise. And me, I personally love horror, right? It's my favorite genre, but the Conjuring franchise is not my favorite necessarily because I'm not big on religious horror, specifically as like a subgenre. But the third one, I believe, The Devil Made Me Do It, that movie is my favorite out of all of them. And every single time I talk to a Conjuring fan, they say that is their least favorite movie. So it stands out to me that I like the movie that Conjuring fans like the least, while not being a Conjuring fan. You know what I mean? Whatever that movie does for me specifically is not what Conjuring fans are looking for, but that's why I enjoyed it. So it's funny that everyone hates Taylor's new album, but Amber loves it. Probably indicating that she has bad taste.
I listened to all the songs. Don't come for me, okay? Like, I have fur babies. People always come for me because I have like fur baby glitter all over me. Don't.
It's hard to conceptualize the amount of pet hair that must be in Amber's apartment, especially on her clothes, because she has said herself that sometimes she'll rewear outfits or just not change in general for a day or two. So we can only assume that when she's full on bed rotting, it's a week, right? So if the clothes aren't getting washed, then the hair is going to stick even more. I think the only reason why we don't hear about her washer breaking is because she just doesn't use it. Because that thing would get clogged with hair since she makes no effort to clean up after her pets. Like, you can have animals and have, a little hair here and there. It happens. But the amount that Amber has is indicative of you just don't care to brush your pets. You don't care about keeping a clean home. And moreover, Amber just has so much surface area. Like, there is a lot of her for the hair to stick to.
But yeah, I don't know, I kind of vibe with her album. I'm not gonna front. How's the weather? Yesterday felt so good. Like, yesterday was the perfect day in a while. Like, it felt so good. Like, I was purposely finding reasons to take Twinkie out more than usual. It was chef's kiss. Yeah, the It Girl. It seems like a lot of people aren't enjoying the album. I don't understand why. Yeah, it is fall. Oh my god, Frida did release a new book. Yes. Am I working right now? Yeah, I work on and off all day because my attention span. I'm also filming a short for you guys, so I'm super excited. I'm gonna have that up tonight or tomorrow morning. No, I don't decorate for fall. I don't. I'm looking well, thank you. I did have a moment last night. I'm like, in my like private life, there are some things that are happening that are life altering and shattering, and I kind of just like.
Bear in mind that Amber's version of life shattering is when her DoorDasher calls her and says, I can't pick up your order because the store is closed.
Oh my god, you guys, I went to the hospital. I went to the fucking hospital. How many days ago was this? 3? I don't really know. Romeo's amazing, taking a nap next to me right now. Migraine, welcome. So, okay. So I went to the hospital. Let me explain what happened. Like, genuinely, I was terrified. I thought it was the end. Like, I genuinely thought it was the end. So I know a lot of people think that, like, I need a carrot seeker. A lot of people think that I, like, need help with everything. Like, literally, no, I do everything myself. But I know how to, like, pace myself. You guys, I'm over 500 pounds. Like, I'm not going to be, running rampant like the next 150-pound person. It's just not going to happen. But I do the best that I can for my size. I love the independence of living alone. Genuinely, best thing I could ever do for myself. So I know how to pace myself, but I don't know what the fuck happened. I did not know how to pace myself. It was like 3 or 4 days ago. I can't quite remember. But I for almost 6 hours straight, I was cleaning. I was moving furniture. I do these things. I usually do them in what I call cleaning rounds. If you guys have heard me talk about cleaning rounds a lot, and that's a good way for me to pace myself, not only mentally, but also physically. Unprepared, welcome. So it was like 6 hours straight where I was just going. And it's like, for some reason, my brain was not computing of like, okay, maybe we need to take some like breaks, And it was finally, I think I was going on. It was like, I started at like 1 p.m. and I finally was like, okay, let's like relax for the night. It was around like 7:45. And my heart, I get palpitations maybe once a month and they last for like 1 second, like genuinely like 1 second. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like my mom, she's like, yeah, I get that too. Like palpitations can be quote unquote normal. I don't fucking know. It can happen for multiple reasons. Dehydration, too much caffeine, the anxiety, etc. So when it started, I was like, okay, cool. It's going to happen for like a second. I had butterflies like where my heart is located in my chest. Absolute, like, it was like the craziest thing. It was going on for like 45 minutes. My heart would not stop beating super fucking fast. And it was so fast that like it was palpitating. And it scared me. So I called my mom and I was like, Mom, like, I need to let you know what's happening. And she was the one who was like, you should go to the hospital. And I was like, no, Mom, no. Like, I did not want to go. I was fighting it.
A couple of nights ago, too, I believe, on Jordy's live stream, he said Amber was in the hospital. He had some tea on it, and everyone was saying on her Snapchat, she's publicly announcing she's in the hospital. So it wasn't, tea that nobody else knew, or private tea, whatever. And that was that. He continued the live stream. But I made sure to dog ear that in my mind because I knew when I was reacting to the live stream I posted yesterday that she did that whole, oh, is there a bug going around? My mom isn't feeling very well. I hope that she didn't catch it. I remember that. I was like, I can't wait to bring that up when she starts talking about the hospital visit because guess who once a fucking again knew obviously this is a lie, but let's just believe Amber. Let's use her own logic against her, or her own account. So your mom isn't feeling well and you still bother her to take you to the hospital? Oh, I'm sorry. She had to beg you to go. She had to beg you because you were fighting it. No. So you still made your quote unquote not feeling well mother take you to the hospital. That is so astonishingly selfish. She does this constantly, and she tries to say, my mom begged me and she wanted to take me. No, she probably feels an obligation to, considering everything we know about how somebody has to deal with Amber to survive her or to tolerate her long term. But it's just selfish. And I don't think that her mom wasn't feeling well, because Amber was clearly just making excuses and pretending she didn't know about the bug situation. But if we go with her account of this timeline, why would you make your sick mother take you? You can take yourself, I have to be careful what I say. You can take yourself, your kind, considerate self, and take an Uber. Damn.
And then my stepdad, her fiance, they're not married yet, but I love him and he loves me, and he's definitely like a father figure to me. Brian, welcome. Hello. I hear him in the background. He's like, no, Amber, you should probably go. And I don't know, that was like definitely scaring me. And my heart rate at normal, I know a lot of people don't believe it, but it's literally how it is. I check my blood pressure every single day. And when I do check my blood pressure, because I'm on medicine, if you guys don't know, when I do check my blood pressure, it also shows your heart rate. My heart rate is like low 70s. 68 is a sweet spot. So like low 70s, high 60s. That is normally my heart rate. So my heart rate was like 130. That is not normal for me, especially after sitting and relaxing, trying to like calm down like for like 45 minutes. That has never happened to me in my life. So my mom, she was like, I'm taking you, I'm on my way, like get ready, like regardless, I'm coming. And I'm like, oh my God. Okay. So we ended up going to the hospital, and I'm sitting there in the hospital bed. I'm hooked up to every fucking device you can think of. And they did all kinds of tests, but my heart rate was staying at 125. It would not go down at all. That has never happened to me. It was terrifying. But after hours, it did go down, obviously, and it genuinely terrified me. So no, it wasn't a panic attack. I was doing, so after all, let me finish, please. No, I know exactly what a panic attack is. It was definitely not that. So, after, like, I got so many different, talking is a great coping skill. Oh, for sure. So after they did all these tests, they came back with, no, I wasn't having a panic attack. Like I was sitting there, like I was laughing with my mom, like my stepdad came, we were just like talking, but my heart rate would not, like I didn't feel any physical symptoms, if that makes sense. A panic attack, you guys, I am crying, distraught, like I'm shaking, like I have so many, like I'm hyperventilating, I have so many symptoms. My breathing was no different. I had no other symptoms. Anyways, so after they ran all the tests, they came back and they were like, it seems like you pushed yourself too hard and your heart was like, you were exerting yourself for so long that your heart didn't know how to stop.
If this is true, and it actually happened the way Amber is describing, I know that she left the hospital with the biggest grin on her face. Not just because she was about to go to Denny's, but because this is like the ultimate lazy excuse to not do anything ever. She now has an excuse to have people bring up her groceries, bring her DoorDash to the door, do her cleaning for her, take care of her pets for her, even if we don't hear about it, because Amber has a lot of pride. She likes to claim she does stuff on her own, like this situation. I was cleaning for 6 hours. How filthy is your apartment where you need to be cleaning for 6 hours? Stop the cap. Well, I mean, it is that filthy, I'm sure, but I'm saying that is not realistic, which gives her away for, being exaggeratory like she always is. But I know that she was pleased as a peach for the doctor to tell her that she can't exert herself as hard as she is. She's just so hardworking, you guys.
That is terrifying. But I mean, they x-rayed my heart. They took my blood. There's like this tracker in blood where it can see like, do you have issues with your heart? Did you have a heart attack? Are you fixing to have one? That came back completely normal. I peed in a cup. I was hooked on EKG the whole time. Like it was genuinely scary. I was like, that has never, ever happened to me. Like I've had so many panic attacks in my life. That was not that at all, in any sort of capacity. So it just really scared me. And so since then I have still been, because I like to be productive in my days, especially now that I have my sleeping schedule better. Like I like to do things. I like to be productive and I like to mix it up with my hobbies. So throughout the day I work, hobby, and I just go back and forth, and it's just really productive for me. That's the way that I like to do it, also because of my attention span. But I have been like trying to take it just a little slower. Oh my God, it was fucking scary. Like being hooked up and seeing my heart rate at 125 and literally just stayed there was terrifying. But I'm better. Has the Zoloft been helping you? Yes, Brian. It has genuinely been working like a charm for me. So yeah, So that was just a scary moment that I had. And then my brain was also like, am I drinking too much caffeine? Because I am very much caffeine sensitive, but the caffeine has helped me keep momentum throughout the day. So that's why I'm like, that's like a big reason why I'm done with the coffee. But I am drinking, like, this only has 38 caffeine. So I have one of these a day, and that's that.
I wonder if she's going to talk about, or if anyone's going to ask her if she's still taking her blood pressure medicine, because we haven't heard anything about the blood pressure medicine since before she took her month-long break, I believe. Is she still taking it? She could have been taking it inconsistently or stopped taking it and maybe had a bad reaction. Although, obviously, the caffeine, the sodium, Amber's existence, yeah, that's gonna cause heart issues.
And I drink it like throughout the day. It gets all warm and weird, but whatever. So only 38 grams is not bad. Cannabis, hello, hello, welcome. Were you crying between your snaps yesterday? No, but it was so funny because I literally yawned right before I took like a snap, and someone's like, have you been crying? And I was LOLing because I was like, sometimes when I yawn, like a really good yawn, my eyes get like watery. But no, I was not crying in between, but I was crying last night, girl. So yeah. Starbucks does have a lot of sugar, yeah. No crying, no. It might be the filter, which that's a new filter I'm literally obsessed with.
There's always so much disconnect between Amber's words and her real experiences as she describes them. She goes on about how it's terrifying and she was scared and she thought this was the end. She says that, I thought this was the end. But then she also describes laughing with her mom and stepdad and how she's doing really well and that she wasn't crying during the experience. What? Those two things just don't connect whatsoever, which makes her come across as not only just insane, but a huge liar.
Gina, I actually had the Cheesecake Factory orange chicken recently.
Obviously, as an Amber historian, I'm quite aware of her very deep connection to orange chicken, but I've never actually looked at the nutritional facts. Check these out. Yeah, no wonder you're having heart trouble. Look at the amount of calories. The sodium. Listen, I'm sure it's bomb, okay? And it's not like I don't eat unhealthy foods, but something like this, quite frankly, shouldn't even be legal to sell. That is just awful and deceptive. Somebody ordering that is not thinking that it's going to be that many calories, even if it's displayed. This should not be allowed to be sold.
It was so funny because like with Cheesecake Factory, you're able to put like a little note. I literally put, give me small pieces of chicken, preferably, please. And they actually did it. And I was like, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Why were you crying? It's family related and they asked me not to speak about it. So, just some hard stuff with family. So yeah. Anyways, hello you guys. You guys have been asking me to, come live and I don't know. I was going to yesterday, but then like I found out really bad news again, family related, and I was just like, fuck. So I didn't think I was in the right headspace, and I was correct because all it took was one little, I hope your family is okay. We're not gonna be for the time being, but I think, eventually we will be. I appreciate that, cornbread. You're gonna make me cry just thinking about it.
She is truly convinced that she is a phenomenal liar. She really thinks that she's getting away with this.
No one died. Oh my god, avocado, you're seeing Billy. Why is that making me see now I'm emotional? I hope that you have a wonderful time. It's literally gonna be the best day of your life. I know it was for me. I wish I can go back, like genuinely, like it was so incredible. She knows how to put on a performance, I'll tell you that. It was amazing. Oh, I'm not ignoring my members. No, I just had a story time, if you will.
I feel like it goes without saying that at this point, especially her being live for a couple minutes here, people in the chat are wanting her to address the text messages between her and Emily.
What was the story time? So the story time was about why I recently had to go to the hospital. These messages won't go away. No, they're not gonna go away. But the thing is, they're new for you and they're not new for me. It's one of those situations where it's like, I have like moved on so hard and I'm in such like a good space that like, I'm not going to trigger myself into looking at any of that content. I'm not going to trigger myself into even addressing it. So I'm not going to. And I can be hounded until I'm literally blue in the face, until I'm beaten and bruised, and it's not going to happen. And that is for my sanity. So.
Oh, wow. I'm actually surprised to see that she addressed the Rachel video at all. But I had to make sure I did the freeze frame on her smug little smile here. Here's the short of it. Amber is never going to do anything that Amber doesn't want to do. She understands that, unfortunately, if you ignore something long enough, it really does just go away. And it's not like she has a good reputation anyways. When a good person does something very, very evil and it's super publicized, in that case, that person can truly canceled. But when a bad person does something bad, it doesn't really stand out. We already know Amber. We already know how she is in relationships. And even though this wasn't necessarily new information we learned, we had a lot of things clarified and painted a visceral picture for us instead of just being an educated guess. We got real evidence of certain things. So Amber can simply ignore this and move on, which is unfortunate because the entertainment of trying to see her navigate each claim and flounder, that would be very entertaining. But she understands that this is how things would go. She doesn't have any ammunition against Emily. And more importantly, she has no way to defend the claims because it's evidence. It's straight up evidence of her behavior. So she's not going to address it play by play because she has nothing to say. She can't navigate the situation as a victim. So therefore, to protect my peace, I'm not going to be going over it and trigger myself. Can you imagine if you could say that to a judge when you're brought to trial? Your Honor, I'm in such a good headspace right now, and I, for my own sanity, cannot acknowledge my past actions, Your Honor. Like, the real world just doesn't work that way, but the internet kind of does.
I'm gonna go back to making vlogs soon. So I will be making vlogs for Vlogmas. And then, like, everything that I know for sure is for October, November, it's gonna be live streams and shorts. And I'm over there on the Snapchats now, you guys, so if you want to follow me on there. I'm doing a lot of, like, videos and, like, pictures and answering people and stuff like that. What was I even saying? Oh, yeah, so October, November, short, you know, just, I'll be on, like, random little things. Like, I'll post TikToks here and there, whatever. Live streams, But then come December, it's going to be strictly just vlogs. So I'll be taking a break from live streams during December, taking a break from shorts during December. That is all I know. What I'm doing in January, I don't yet have an answer to that. So I will be planning that soon. I also realize I need to paint my nails again.
I'm really curious if she has been pre-recording this entire time, when she was on break, now, any time prior to Vlogmas. I wonder if she's pre-recording videos and she's going to do it that way, or if she's going to actually do the vlogs the day of.
Can we play Choosy? Oh my god, stop. So, you guys, what if I came out with a Choosy game? I kind of want to come out with a Choosy game. I'm not gonna lie about it. No, that's not what I'm working on, but it's something I'm thinking about doing. And I'm going to, obviously you have to pay for it, but I'm going to supply the stuff, obviously. And there's gonna be, like, rules, like instructions, like how you would, like how you get any board game. It's gonna, I'm actually kind of excited about it.
I have little to no thoughts on this simply because I know that it's never going to happen. She's never going to create anything because that would require work. I will be astounded if she releases anything as simple as merchandise or anything as simple as the Hecticana merch she was going to do. A game where you supply what you're supposed to. No, that doesn't even make sense. The concept doesn't make sense. The execution would be impossible. It's never going to happen.
I know a lot of people like to talk about, like, I do Choosy every day. Every single day I'm doing Choosy because I have so many charms. You guys would not believe it. And that's gonna, I think that's what's gonna be, yeah, I think I'm gonna, like, yeah, I'm not gonna say anymore, but it's gonna be awesome. What the heck is Choosy? That's a secret. It's just this therapeutic thing that I do.
I think the reason why Amber enjoys Choosy is because she sees herself as the ultimate decider of what is and isn't. So when she's doing Choosy, she's picking whatever the best thing is, which essentially gives her control and power.
Vagus nerve dysfunction. It's a very sensitive nerve that runs from your gut to your brain, and when you overexert, bending it can cause you to overstimulate the nerve, causing a push of adrenaline. Vagus nerve dysfunction. Not me Googling it. Vagus nerve. I'm just learning. Oh my God. Whoa. I mean, maybe. I don't know. Oh, wait, no. Blood test. They would have seen it in the blood test, right? I don't know. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know.
She really is just a medical mystery.
Yeah, for sure, catnip. I think my weight definitely plays a role. Yeah, 100%. Costco has Ozempic. Wait, you mean at a pharmacy, right? You can't just walk up and just take it off the shelf. Imagine in 100 years from now, that's how it'll be. Can you imagine? Oh my God. I think they've started to do a thing where if you pay for, what was it, Ozempic or Zepbound? I don't remember. If you pay for one of them with like actual cash, you get like 50% off. I don't know if that's just a rumor or what. Okay, hello, welcome. That might just be a rumor type deal, actually. Why are people being so mean? Are they? I don't know.
Yeah, I wonder why people are being mean. I'm sure it has nothing to do with Rachel's expose about Amber's abusive and toxic behavioral patterns within relationships, specifically with Emily. I bet it's completely unrelated.
Anyway, it is what it is. I'm a lot better though. Once my heart finally was like, it went back to normal, and I've been doing a lot better and just doing everything that I normally do, but just a lot slower. Yeah, I just wanted to pop in on here. I might get off though. There's just things I have to do. And I'm filming a short for you guys, so I'm super excited. A lot of people actually enjoy the shorts. I am genuinely surprised by it. I thought a lot of people were gonna hate it, but y'all enjoy them. So I really appreciate that, like, for real. Yeah, anxious. Something will happen to all of us. It's kind of hard to think that one day none of us will exist. That is fucking wild.
Of course, recognizing one's own mortality is hard to wrap your head around, but what really gets to me is the fact that Amber isn't forever. Amber loves to say that Hater Nation doesn't care about her, doesn't want the best for her, wants to see her fail, and of course there's truth to that. But for me personally, especially, I love Amber. Amber is my favorite TV show. She's reality TV to me. I mean, you could ask anybody in my life, and I use her as white noise. I'm constantly watching reaction channels. She's just my favorite form of entertainment, and it's really hard to know that the end is fast approaching because she just doesn't take care of herself. I would still watch Amber if she did lose all the weight. Her weight is only a tiny part of what makes her interesting. What makes her so interesting to me and a lot of people is her personality. I mean, look at the stuff going on with Emily and the text messages right now. Amber is interesting and a case study regardless of her weight. It's her psyche, it's her behavior that makes her such a popular character, or infamous character. I'm going to miss her when she's gone.
It's genuinely crazy. Anyways, I'm gonna go. My energy is no longer aligning. That's the rule here. I go live when like my energy aligns when I really feel like, you know, it's time. So, and then I get off when it starts to feel a little, I'll be in the fire soon. Ooh.
As they say, there's a special place.
Oh, Jessica, thank you for being here. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate all of you for being here. Protect your peace. Always, Brian, always. But thank you guys so much for being here and for watching and for talking and for all of that good stuff. I appreciate all of you. Oh, we will miss you. I'll miss you. I'm finally like, no, I'm not masking at all. I'm like finally in a spot, and I have been, like, you guys have seen that. I have been in a, like, okay, hold on. You take medicine for anxiety, depression, emotional regulation, like, you take medicine to help with those things. And if they don't help, you try to find a new medicine that will help. And when you find a medicine that does help, you stay on that medicine. And it's like the medicine is helping me drastically. And from my point of view, it seems like there is a lot of people who like wish that it wasn't helping. And I'm sorry, but it is. Like it genuinely is. And I'm forever grateful for that. So anyways, I love you guys. I'm gonna go do some really fun things. Like I have been having so much fun like working on what I'm working on, and I genuinely cannot wait. It's a lot of fucking hard work, a lot of thinking, I'll tell you that. And I want to continue filming my short. I gotta edit some of it. Anyways, love you guys.
We're so lucky that she took time out of her busy schedule to go live for us, you guys. Anyways, that was a super boring live stream. I'm eager to see if she brings up the text messages ever again or acknowledges it in any way. I'm missing the crash outs, not gonna lie. I love to see a girly pop go into a narc rage. It's endlessly entertaining. But yeah, so thank you so much for joining me, watching the live stream. I really appreciate all of you that comment, like, and have subscribed to my channel. I really do want to continue to grow my channel. It means a lot to me. I think I'm going to go start recording for the commentary reaction, what have you, for the text messages and probably portions of Rachel's amazing expose. I will see you guys later, and if you haven't already, please check out my other videos. Bye, guys!